What's up, YouTube? It is your boy JB, and I'm here today with the review for The Real Housewives of Atlanta. This is season 12. I believe this is episode 13. If not, it's going to be correct in the bottom bar in the description and all that. It'll be correct there. But this episode is titled Hot Tea with a Side of Cookies. So, you guys, without further ado, let's go ahead and just jump into the video. Alright, you guys, so to me this episode just wasn't a lot. We got a lot at the beginning of the episode with Cynthia. So Cynthia met up with, it was Eva first, and then once Eva got down and they started chatting, they started talking about this whole situation between Tanya and between Kenya. And then we see Tanya join them. Oh my God, how are you guys doing? I love Tanya. So then, Kenya comes in, and, everybody telling Kenya she looks good. And she's like, yeah, I always got to get cute when I'm about to read a bitch. And Tanya was like, well, I know you're not going to read Eva. I know you're not going to read Cynthia. So you must be talking about me. So let's go ahead and just get right down to it. And, let's talk about this wig situation. And Kenya was dismissive of her. And my thing with Kenya is, I get it. She wanted to make fun of you wearing a wig. It ain't. I think a lot of us have said you wearing a wig is not a big deal. So I don't know why the girls have made it such a big issue. And at this point, I don't know why you're making it such a big issue with Tanya, because it's not an issue at all. If you want to wear a wig, that's fine. And she's talking about she got her hair care products. Hair care products. Your hair care products are for people it's natural hair. That's not taking anything away from your products. Like, I don't know how it could be said, oh, she wears a wig, and it can be shunned upon. That's nothing to be. That's not anything to be ashamed of. Like you said, you wear it for protective reasons. So who cares? Like, I think at this point with this whole wig everything, I think it's just like beating a dead horse with a stick. Like, it's stupid to me. Because Kenya's talking about she's a walking billboard and she's self-made. Her money was made by her hands, but she doesn't know about Tanya. Now that's when Kenya had me fucked up right there, when she said that she made come money by her hands. What do you think that Tanya's not living off of Paul? Like, Google Tanya, research Tanya. Tanya went to college. She has a nursing degree. She has her companies. Tanya is self-made as well, so I don't get why Kenya was trying to throw that dirt at her, as if Tanya is just another chick that latched onto a dude that got money, and she's just riding the coattail and riding the wave. That's not what Tanya's done. Tanya has made a name for herself, and I thought Kenya was low. I thought that was a low ass blow for Kenya. So then like I said, it's just not a big fucking deal about the goddamn wig. It didn't hurt your business, so shut up, Kenya. So then they start talking about the cookie lady, and I'm like, why are we bringing her up again? Damn. So then Kenya takes it upon herself to throw Cynthia under the bus, and Cynthia's like, whoa, why are you throwing me under the bus? Like, I ain't had nothing to do with this cookie lady. That was all you, Kenya. That ain't had nothing to do with me. And then, she's like, you brought her around the girls, and then we see that she took her to the wine cellar. Now, I do question that just a little bit. I'm not saying that Cynthia had, ill intentions, bad motives, but that is kind of weird. But it also depends on when, and it also kind of depends on when these scenes were filmed. Because you guys know, it could have been, Cynthia's cellar opening. That could have been before Kenya and her actually sat and had that conversation with the cookie lady. Could have been, don't know, don't care. It ain't that big of a deal. Because even Cynthia's like, wait a minute, it wasn't like that. I didn't bring that woman around to try to ruffle Tanya's feathers, because that's what Kenya was trying to say. She was trying to ruffle her feathers. Get the cookie lady to bring up the shit with Paul. So then, out of nowhere, comes the cookie lady. I'm like, oh, so this is what we doing, Kenya. You got all this you got these guts and balls to come at Tanya, but you won't do the same shit with Mark. Now that's what's that's what's bothering me. Kenya is going after Nene. She's going after Marlo. She's going after Tanya, but you're not going after the one person that you need to go after, and that's your sad sack, piece of shit ass husband, Mark. But that's what's bothering me with Kenya. Like, like I said before in the previous review, this season when Kenya returned, I wanted so badly to just like Kenya. And at the beginning of it, I did enjoy Kenya. I'm not gonna say I don't like her. I just some of her antics is just it's reminiscent of season 5 Kenya. And that's just and I wasn't a fan of Kenya when she first came on Real Housewives of Atlanta. I don't feel the same way that I once felt about Kenya because when I see her with Lil Brooklyn, I'm like, okay, she has it in her to not do the messy shit that she does, but she still ends up doing the messy shit. So then the cookie lady does try to tell Tanya her story. Be honest with you guys, I wasn't listening to it because it didn't make any sense to me. So you and him just had a conversation, but then when you was with Cynthia, then you said that he tried to get your number. Which one is it? Are you just trying to, if you're just trying to get on the show, just promote your business? I am not knocking that. You know, promote yourself however way you gotta promote yourself. I ain't gonna knock you, but this story doesn't make sense to me. And Tanya wasn't buying it. And Tanya really didn't care about it. But it was just like, okay, why do we keep going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth about this damn story that nobody gives a fuck about? Because if Tanya believes it, that's up to her. If she's gonna stay with Paul, that is up to her. Not Kenya, not Cynthia, not Eva. It's going to be up to Tanya if she wants to continue the relationship with Paul. And then for the fact that Kenya sat there and said, when Tanya said her husband, fiance, I'm like, Kenya, again, you're not one to talk. You are not one to talk. And you're talking about how long she's been engaged to Paul. Hey, I'd rather have a long engagement than a short a quick marriage, and my husband doesn't want to touch me, lives in a different state than me. That is a problem right there. At least her man lives right there with her. They might be engaged for umpteen years, which I don't agree with that. But at least she is happy in her relationship. Can you say the same? Probably not. Probably not. Oh. Now, the cookie lady also did say that she did not bring up the whole situation in front of Kenyan. She didn't just come up to them and talk to them. I'm like, yeah, yes, you did. You kind of definitely came up to them. Now, they said that the cameras weren't rolling. Okay, that's fine. The cameras did eventually start rolling. Let's move on. That is really, that drained me. That was draining, just the cookie lady alone. So then we see Cynthia. She is out in California with Mike. I like Mike and Cynthia, but they are absolutely corny as fuck. So she told Mike what happened with the girls. I know Bravo was just editing that to make it look like she was just rambling on and on and on and on and on. Don't care. His daughter was there who's 17. That little girl, when they were talking, cause when they were talking, I'm like, y'all do realize that that child is right there, right? Y'all talking about having sex, y'all do realize the little baby's right there. She's not a baby, but y'all do realize she's right there. And she was uncomfortable and she walked out. Then things got a little bit more uncomfortable when Mike. Mike had his friends over. He has a lot of female friends. I don't see nothing wrong with that. Because one of my best friend is a female, although we haven't talked in quite a long time. We haven't talked in well, we don't talk as often as we used to talk. Put it that way. But yeah, so I don't see nothing wrong with that. Then, they having discussions about, now I thought this was in poor taste when Cynthia said, she gets on her knees and prays with Mike. So yeah, that's how you got him. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, his kid. She's right there. Then they start talking about his relationships with his ex-wives. I'm like, again, the daughter. She's right there. Like y'all having this inappropriate conversation in front of this young girl, and then she got up and went to her room, and then Mike and Cynthia went to check on her, and she started crying. I'm like, of course. She's sitting here listening to y'all talk about, one, her dad's sex life, number two, his relationship with probably her mom and some of his ex-wives. It's like, I just thought that was inappropriate. But let's move on, you guys. Okay, you guys, I love Portia. I love Portia. But I can't continue to talk about Portia and Dennis. Like, I really can't. Because one minute you see shit in the blogs about Dennis, you see him at a bar, a diner at 4 a.m. Portia's on Watch What Happens Live. She doesn't want to address it. She does these weird, subliminal things on her Instagram where she takes a picture. You can't really see if she still has the ring on her finger. It's up and down with Portia and Dennis. At this point, I like I said, I love Portia. But at this point, when it comes down to Portia and Dennis, I'm over it. I'm drained with it. I can't put any energy into it. Because if Portia likes it, Portia loves it. But we see them go to Dr. Shear, and I'm just like, oh my God. If it ain't bad enough that we gotta sit here and look at this shit in real time and then have to look at the show, and then we gotta look at Dr. Sherry, who can't help anybody. Who has Dr. Sherry helped in reality TV world? I'm not talking about in her real practice. In reality world, who has she helped? She ain't helped the Braxtons. She never helped them. Oh God, she definitely helped those girls. Like, oh God. Now Portia, with this therapy session, I felt like Dennis was being all nonchalant about some shit. Because Portia was telling how she was feeling, but he also trying to say that, she got some stuff that she got to work on as well. That's fine and dandy. She might have some shit that she has to work on. But you are the one in your relationship that stepped out of your relationship. Portia did not. So it's on you. So if she feels some type of way, if she's asking you questions, if she's grilling you, she has a reason to do that. Like, you made her distrust you. Like, you lost her trust. Completely lost her trust. Dr. Sherry also asked him how is the relationship. Outside of the bedroom, they're fine. Inside of the bedroom, it's like a big roadblock. And I definitely I can understand that part about it being a roadblock. I mean, shit, he was texting and talking to other women. And I know the latest rumor is that he has another baby by some other girl. I'm just like, oh God. Like I said, you guys, I love Portia. But at this point, I gotta love Portia and her man, Coach Dennis, from afar. But you guys, let's go ahead and move on. You know what, you guys, before I even get into, because I'm talking about Kenya now, before I even get into Kenya, guys, it's so weird. So if you guys don't watch like any other Housewives cities, like Orange County, New York City, Beverly Hills, Jersey, which I can't stand Teresa. I used to love Teresa, but I absolutely at this point cannot stand Teresa because she is a fan of that dumbass in the big house. Ugh. But yeah, if you guys don't watch like Orange County, New York, New Jersey, Dallas, Beverly Hills, what else is there? And then there's the upcoming Salt Lake City. But I've been hearing a lot of things about them, probably trying to phase out some of the OGs. If you guys don't know, over in Orange County, they fired Tamra. Thank God they fired Tamra because I was over Tamra. And Vicky Gunvalson is gone. And Vicky had been there since the beginning of Orange County. So, it makes me wonder what the fate of Atlanta is, because they don't feature Nene as much in these episodes. They don't really feature her. So I'm wondering if they're trying to phase Nene out as well. But we'll see. But let's talk about Kenya. So Kenya, she and Mark are at the Bailey wine cellar. They're looking around because Mark wants to have a what does he want to have? He want to have some kind of charity. Now, here's where I get stuck at. So, Kenya, like I said before, she goes at it with Tanya and Nene, but your husband right here just talking all over you, but you're not saying boo nothing to him. You just sitting there being meek and docile toward him. Like, that's who you need to be focusing all your anger, your aggression, your everything toward He treats you like shit, Kenya. God, I just don't get it. I'm baffled by it. I am baffled by that shit. Oh God. You know, because I'm realizing I said oh God for a reason, you guys. I never like, why'd you say oh God? So the reason why I said oh God, it ain't got nothing to do with Real Housewives of Atlanta. I'm looking at my notes and there's only one person left and it's Candy, and I'm not saying oh God to Candy either. I'm saying oh God to the fact that oh God. I have one more show to review, and I really don't want to review this show. If you guys haven't figured it out, it's Power. I don't want to review that shit, but I'm not gonna do it tonight. I'm gonna do that when I get up and get ready for work tomorrow. Yep, that's what it's gonna be. Power is gonna be. I don't care if we get any views or not. I swear to God, I don't care. I swear to God, I don't care. I'm just gonna do it because I started it and I want to finish the bullshit. So let's move on, you guys. I just really did not mean to go off on that rant, but I did. You motherfucker. All right, you guys. Then let's close the episode out with Candy Burst. So we see Candy, and she is getting the baby Blazers room together. Um, so I'm trying to figure this out, this timeline with Candy, because it was just before the baby, it was 2 months before the baby was born. So when did Candy find out that she got the job on what's that show? The Shy. When did she find out that? I thought Candy knew months before that she was on the Shy. I thought she found out during the summer, in the beginning of the summer, that she got the job on the Shy. But yeah, she's trying to figure out what to do with that situation. The same thing that you've been doing with Riley and little Ace. You got a village that can help you raise the kids. Like, this episode really wasn't all that much. When I just sit back and just really think about it, this episode just, basically this episode was pretty much filler because there really wasn't anything in this episode. So yeah, because that's why I'm asking when did she find out and when was this filmed? Because she was talking about the audition process, but like I said, she found out before they even had the baby that she was on the Shy, because I think, if I'm not mistaken, she was still filming. I think they were just getting ready to wrap up filming of the Shy when the baby was born. Because I think after the baby was born, she had to go back and finish her final few scenes of the season. I don't know. So she asked Todd, had he talked to Kayla. He said, yeah. He don't want to complicate things with Kayla. I don't care. Wow. This episode just, wow, when you just really sit back and think about it, this episode just wasn't much. You guys, I am really so excited. I'm ready for season 5 of Real Housewives of Potomac. Please, Andy, bring Potomac on. Give me a trailer. Give me something about Potomac. Because Atlanta is just not doing it for me. I'm sorry. Atlanta just ain't doing it for me. But you know what? I will say that I was happy that we had that 2-week break from Atlanta. But Atlanta's just not doing it right now. Candace told Todd that Mama Joyce, has Riley as her beneficiary and Candy second on her, I guess, her life insurance. But I didn't understand, because she wants Riley to be able to take care of her brother and sister. But if her mama's still alive, man, I didn't understand that. I was sitting on my couch. I'm like, huh? What does that have to do with anything? I didn't understand. I really didn't understand that. Now I did understand about the fact of Mama Joyce wants her house in her name, so that way if something happens to Candy, she don't have to deal with Todd, and Todd vice versa with their house. So that part I did understand, but the whole beneficiary thing, I didn't understand it. That would be something that Candy would do for Riley. I didn't understand at all. I was baffled by that. Because if something happens to Mama Joyce, then Candy would take care of everything. So that just didn't make a lot of, like I said, the more I think about it, that just didn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Unless Mama Joyce is saying in case something happened to Candy. I don't know. I didn't understand that. But you guys, that was the episode. Be sure to like this video, leave your comments, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification button so you guys know when I drop anything. Also share this video, and I will catch you guys later for Power. If I do Power, I'm going to do it. But I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.